take your company to the next level? I'm Stacy Goodman, founder of Origamic Solutions, and we're here to be your co-pilot, navigating you to operational excellence and helping you level up with love. Connect with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and at our website, origamicsolutions.com. That's ORIGAMIC solutions.com. Together, we will find solutions and prepare you to soar.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike King here. This is the Origamic Solutions Hour. Stacy Goodman is here with us, as well as Tim Pizzani. Welcome back, folks.
Thanks for having us.
Alrighty, so Stacy, that was you blessing our microphones. So really quickly, tell folks who you are.
So I am the founder of Origamic Solutions. We're an operational management consulting and advisory firm. We focus on educating small businesses on how to improve their operations. We provide advisory services if you just have questions. And we also provide consulting services where if you have a problem, we're going to come in, analyze it, create a solution for you, and then we are there to help you implement it through the end if you choose.
Stacy Goodman, thank you. Tim Pizzani, welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
I love when they call him Big Papa.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Well, congratulations, sir.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Alrighty, so tell folks, sir, what part do you play with Origamic Solutions?
Sure. So I work as lead consultant in our sales process. So I'm out in the community educating individuals on the services that we provide, making great connections, and ultimately building an ecosystem that people can tap into to strengthen their business.
Alrighty, so you both have been sidelined for the bad last couple of weeks. Yours
voluntarily.
Yours had a time limit on it.
It did.
Sir, yours didn't. Yours is just starting.
Yeah, I signed a lifelong contract.
Yes, you did, sir. You signed that parenting agreement. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
It's worth it most of the time.
Yeah.
It is. But congratulations on having a baby.
Thank you.
So you were out.
Mm-hmm.
You were out.
Yes.
The conversation today is
how to be able to take a vacation and keep your business going.
Because it is something.
That's true, and it takes time and effort and development in order to do that. And a lot of small businesses owners feel like they can't take a vacation because they are working in their business, which means they're producing the most revenue, or either they're feeling the necessity to be there to oversee what's going on every single day, and so it's very difficult for them to pull away. And I've been in that case before, but what is important is, and we have a new newsletter coming out next week, I believe, and in the last newsletter we talked about the impact methodology and what the different letters were. In this one we're going to focus on the I, which is infrastructure. Infrastructure, if you're building a building, you have, or a machine, it actually is even better, but you have a machine, you have to build and design what the machine's going to sit in, the housing that's going to sit in, right? And then all the inner workings to make the machine work. But then you also have to understand what's going into the machine is good and what needs to be there in order to produce the desired output, right? Businesses are the same way, and so the infrastructure in a business helps to make sure that you continue to produce the same output and you put the inputs in regardless of who's overseeing or running the machine. And so when we talk about processes and systems that have to be in place, those are what allows you to go step away. So we put in a system. We've had some lessons learned in this 2 weeks that are coming out, full transparency. Mm-hmm. It was the first time I have been able to get away for a week, and I slept for 3 or 4 days. So I didn't work, didn't call anybody, I didn't talk to anybody but my husband, and I told Tim I would call, but I didn't. And then right towards the end, I kind of came up for air and said, okay, let me check in on things, and that's when Savannah shows up. It was a time in our business where we do some works with the state agencies, and this is the end of their fiscal year, so all the contracts have to be renewed. All the invoices have to go in. I also hired a new employee last week, so I was having to do all of that in like 3 days. But because I have a system in place on hiring, I already had templates ready to go. I already knew what email had to go out. I already had processes in place on how invoices had to come through and get processed, I was able to handle all of those and get the needed rest and removal from the business, which actually helped me come back with a different perspective, right? I was able to look at things that I'm down, in the doing, and I don't always get to come out and look at things with fresh eyes. So there's a tip that I have, for me, to give to small business, especially solopreneurs or people or businesses that only have a few people, which is build your systems so that they are mobile friendly. Pick solutions, technological solutions that you can take your phone. I can take my phone, my iPad, and I can run my whole business from either one. From wherever I need to go. If I'm taking I did the radio show on last Wednesday, from my car in the parking lot at the beach. I needed to be in a quiet situation, so staying in the home wasn't an option. But with my iPad, I could take that 1 hour, do that one show, or I can run payroll. I can do our finances. I can see all of our team, everything in our Microsoft Teams, technical solution, which has all of our documents and their timesheets, etc. I can do that mobily. So that creates freedom and flexibility, which is what a lot of people who go into small business want. They want the freedom to go where they want to go, when they want to go, and they want the flexibility to be able to do it. They're not tied to a chair. But I had started that journey as a mom and going to soccer practice. So you have to take the kid to the soccer field.
Everything comes with you.
And the basketball field. Everything comes with me. So I was known as that mom working at the soccer field, drawing process flow documents in my chair, or moving into mobile. And mobile wasn't as prolific 10 years ago as it is today. But if you can create systems using mobile apps and web-based solutions, it does grant you an enormous amount of flexibility. If you're still doing it on paper,
you're locked into
you have to be where the paper is. You have to carry a whole lot of stuff with you. So for Tim and I to both be able to be out at the same time, that was a big win for our company, because it meant we have invested into building some of this infrastructure, and one of the things we had was our buffer. So it's a solution that helps put out some of our social media. And I'm like, hey, so I haven't seen that in a couple days. And we figured out, okay, we have to go back and revisit that particular system, right? And make sure that is fixed for the next time. So there's constantly going to be refinement on it. But if you have those pieces in place where if I'm gone, Tim knew what to do. He can access most all the systems. There are instructions in place, So that's where all the infrastructure that we talk about, and where systems, policies, procedures, and systems being the combination of processes and technology mixed together, right? Because if you just have process and people, you're not going to be very flexible. Right. But it allowed us to take that time away, and we've had those questions come up. How do you get to your business to the point where you can take time off and your business is still running?
One of my Origamic Solutions. We'll be back in just a moment. Sorry, one second. Okay, 1 second, folks. Sorry.
Is the camera not working?
That one just went.
I hope it recorded that.
Oh, we
some of
recorded
my
that.
better
That was
talking.
good. Yeah.
That was actually fairly focused and concise.
Photos for you.
There you go. I was like, send me pictures of my baby. He sent me one with her hair. She looked like Sia. I'm like, I need to see the face, please.
That was the bow. That was a good.
I know, yeah. Show Mike that one. This is the picture I got of And I'm like, she looks like Sia. I can't.
It's, that's, you know, the one thing is
She'll
you
go
guys,
into it. It's okay.
you guys had that we didn't have in those days, the ability to, I
Share
think
'em.
young people don't realize how hard it was for us to get pictures back in the day. You had a film,
And
camera that worked.
pay for the ones
Battery.
that didn't went bad.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Yeah.
Now it's turned into
It's these, yeah.
everybody has
But
everything. You
the
got a
funny
million
thing,
pictures.
the thing about that though is that we had albums, and you
I
could
know.
go back and look through the albums. My son is like, that's his. I'm gonna do for graduation is put a really bunch of albums together for him, because all the pictures are digital.
Right. You have to go and get them done.
You got to go print them.
Mhm.
So
And then, you know,